Hello everyone and welcome back for yet another live stream. Let's hope and pray. Ah, there it is. Now it's live. Yeah, I just tried to go live a bit ago and it didn't like me doing that. It didn't want to upload. Took a peek and it just wasn't going. Which is kind of poopy, but it is what it is. But we're here today with Kat. We're going to be playing some Monster Hunter, which apparently people don't like to watch on YouTube, I'm finding. Who would have thought? The game's been out too long. People don't like it no more. Alright, so just give me a minute here to set this up, share it in a couple places. Kind of wish I could stream off of my laptop, but the thing is weak. Need to get a new computer. I don't know why I'm even bothering to look at my phone while I do this. Da, 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 da. So first thing first today, I'm going to need to get me some wyvern gems. I'm going to be trying out a build that I looked up online. I figured why not look up some optimized builds, because that's not something that I usually do. And see how they work. So the one that I'm currently looking at right now is a Raidou Gore set with high crit for Insect Glaive. I'm still missing some pieces. Not actual equipment pieces or anything like that. I'm actually missing a specific gem. My weapon itself isn't perfect like they want it to be. And I still have to upgrade the charm. But other than that, I have absolutely everything I need. Oops. There we go. Missed it. There we go. Alrighty. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good on there. Are we set to 1080? Yeah. Alright. Sweetness. So, right now, all that I really need, at least for the next upgrade, is a Wyvernian gem. A Wyvern gem, which I have lots of investigations for. So we'll take a peek through here real quick. I know that we have one up top. Here's another one. This should be a Wyvern gem, right? I don't particularly care where we spawn here. Base camp. It's perfectly fine. What I want is to look at those rewards there, if you'd be so kind, but apparently I'm not allowed to. Details. That's the button I'm looking for. Yep, that's the right one. Okay. We'll do that. Cat, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Jesus. Where you been?
Around.
See, I told you I'm not doing this alone. We're just gonna do a recommended. Some meat, a fluffy egg, and wild seed oil. That doesn't sound too bad, actually. God, I love eggs. And they make them look so good in this, too. Man, that meat looks so fucking soft. It reminds me of the pork chops that I had this week. Damn, those things were yummy. Alright, I will step away while I wait for Cat to get ready. Oy.
It's gonna take me a minute.
Oh, what are you doing?
Working on a new armor set for Blizzard.
Ah. Oh yeah, he did say they were gonna look up a set for that. What'd you find?
Oh no, I'm not looking up any videos. I'm just doing it.
Ah, you're gonna do it yourself. Gotcha. I figured I would look one up just for the shits and giggles. Like, I don't need other people's help, but you know, I figure it might be fun to try what other people have been doing. You know? Yeah, for anyone who's watching, I went out earlier today to visit the parents. You know, what you fucking do? You went and visited your parents. But let me finish here. I I decided that since there was a couple of hunks of tree laying about, that my dumbass, being the fit fiddle sigma male fucking air breather that I am, would start chopping off some limbs, right? So that way we could have a couple of fires uh, in the yard at some point. Well, what I failed to remember is that not only was I wearing a ring, but my grip strength is fairly decent, and I tend to hurt myself when I fucking hold anything a little bit too tight. Yeah, my hands hurt. Fucking, oh man. Like my right hand is just completely kaput. I got a blister on my left fucking ring finger. just totally messing myself up. Like whatever, you know. Hurts like a bitch though, I'll tell you that. Feels weird to like open and close my hand because like I was holding onto an axe for like a half hour, just really solid grip. Which you're not supposed to do, obviously, but I was using not a splitting axe or a proper hacking axe. I had a hatchet because these were rather thin limbs and just kind of laying down on the ground. So I mostly just wanted proper leverage and accuracy while I was hacking off these thinner limbs. Because my father, he's getting a reciprocating saw blade and a large fucking, I believe, bandsaw. Like a pull bandsaw. So it's a big old fucking, I think, 30-inch thing. I don't know anything about it. But the way he described it, that's what it sounded like he was doing. So he's got a big old pull saw going on there. I'm looking forward to trying that one out. Ugh. Well, while we wait for Homie to ready up, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna try leaving the camp area and go fishing. Nope. The answer to that is nope. Okay. All right, Kat. You let me know when you're ready.
Mm.
I'm gonna go fishing. Oh no, it's still there. Okay, never mind. It just disappeared off my screen. I thought that it was gone. Okay. Well, so long as I don't start any hunts, I should be able to go and fish. But I have to do it manually. I have to go all the way across the map without opening up mine. We'll get there. Also, apparently I'm not allowed to sprint. Close that. Come on. It just feels like I'm moving a little bit slow. Should be this way, maybe? Uh, this looks right. Kind of. Uh, this is a tent. Looks like the lake over there. I could probably go this way to get up there.
I gathered some materials too. Check your field pouch.
No, I didn't want to jump down. God fucking damn it. Well, at least I'm in the right area. Hi, Mizu.
Alright, I'm ready.
Oh, god damn it. I didn't get to go to fishing. I was like right fucking there. So close. So close yet so far. Cat heard the waterfall and he was like, "All right, I'm good."
We got this.
I'll get ready too.
All right, let's see how this goes.
The guild sent us supply items.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did. Why is there 2 Chotacabras? I only need 1. Pardon me.
Look,
You're big! Why are you so big?
none of them are.
This guy's a big ass frog. Kinda curious if this guy is a crown.
No,
for me.
dude.
He's not even the biggest, yeah. I was wondering. Alright. Do that. What? I don't know how the hell you hit me while I was behind you, but... whatever. Fucking doing all the wrong attacks right now. Where are you going, Toad Butt? Come on, get around him. Choo. You are one rude fucking frog. Go bug someone else. Critting in this is denoted by the red fucking marker above the number, right?
Yeah.
Getting some pretty good crits. You're a dick. You're literally just in the fucking way. Get lost. I'll fucking kill you both. I only need one of you.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Wow, you really went to a new area, huh? Across the pond. Dumbass. How'd I miss? Fucking frog. There we go. Come on. Gotcha. Might as well, I guess. Here's hoping I get the right one. Come on, big guy. There we go. Got him. Brought this on your damn self, dumbass. You know, I don't know if this one would be better than using the Zoshio weapon, honestly, because that extra 50 damage tick every once in a while is really nice. Especially for bigger monsters. Like, don't get me wrong, this allows me to max out my crit damage, but... I mean, even at 3 ticks for crit damage is pretty high. We could capture this one if you feel like it. What do you say?
Up to you.
Let's do it. Might as well. There we go.
What the? You can do this. Okay. On the saddle.
I love the Twin Blades, man. They're so much fun.
I might run the Musulmane set.
They are really pretty. Plus, they're water, you know? A lot of things are pretty weak to water.
Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, he's not far. What? Fuck me! Yeah, I actually didn't want to drink, but alright, sure. Oh, he's not even the biggest. He just looks big. Ew! Here we go.
Going for a ride.
Nice hit. Ooh, damn! That hit hard, didn't it? Nice. Ow, rude. It's probably about time. Actually, it's a great time. Alright. Got it. Fuck yeah. I only got one, though. Oh, but I can get it off of this. Fuck yeah. Man, he got so bloody messed up off of that. Ah! I rarely ever use that ability, too. Oh, I wanted to dodge that, but alright. It is hard to time the height to hit you. Oh, he's ready to be captured. Do you have a trap on you?
I don't.
No? Alright. I'll head over to the tent real close by then.
Let's take a quick break.
Oh, there we go. I need you and you. Oh, we'll refill. I have two of something that I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, right, it's the rations. He went back? Son of a bitch. Oh, no, he went down. It'd be so easy to bomb him. Yoink. Da, 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 da. Oh, something I could jump in there.
Trap set.
Nice. Good hunt. Good hunt. Wow. You know, I only came in here for the Wyvern gem. It's quite a bit of shit. Nice. Pays well. Pays well. So, did you have everything that you figured you needed for the dual blades?
Fuck no.
Like, I ain't even ready yet.
Hey,
It's alright.
got something in mind? Say bye.
I have
I'll
nothing.
figure it out.
I have no gems. I can't upgrade shit.
Anything catch your eye? Boy.
Does this thing not have an upgrade?
Say bye.
Is it just fucking Challenger 1? Oh, I lied. Turns out I need an Uthaduna water gem in fucking every Hunter Symbol 3 I can possibly get my hands on. Why is it always Hunter Symbol 3s? Why? Uthaduna, though.
You know where to find me.
Right.
Now, the big question. Do I, in fact, have an investigation for Uthaduna that just so happens to be tempered? I do. I have two, actually. Wow. That's fortunate. Huh. Let's see here. You're going to want to go to Area 18, as it turns out, for the starting position.
Safety first, right?
Hmm. Oh yeah, that does kind of work, doesn't it?
Time for a true master angler to shine.
Nice. Must be a way to reel that in slowly. Nice. You have to see if I don't have any fish that are worth selling. Ah, that's not the right spot. Oh, now it was. Damn it. Oh, this one just doesn't like it. We'll just use a common wood minnow.
Time for a true master angler to shine.
Nice. Got some shit fish. Shopkeeper, where are you? There you are.
You keeping stocked?
Kinda.
Take something off you.
Item box. Sub-menu, I'll trade in. It's only worth 20,000.
Happy to do
Damn.
business.
I mean, 20,000 is 20,000, so.
You fulfill mission.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
already
you
been posted.
I'm doing lobby members. I'm fucking stupid. Oh.
It has been and was posted. I had enough time to catch all of the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing too spectacular. It was just a couple of bomb marijuanas and some wet fish, but yeah.
Peace.
Good to have you.
Alright, I got crafty electric dual blades. I don't got electric dual blades. Crazy, right?
Pardon?
I said crazy, right? I don't
I know.
have
Who would have
any
thought?
electric blades.
I mean, I'm sure he's weak to a little bit more than electric. Electric's just the best choice. I'm gonna make you wish you were never spawned there, fucking Tuna. Get schmucked.
Oh.
Oh, apparently I missed. Of course there's a little fucking dude there. Get out of the fucking way. I'ma bust your shit up, bruh. You're in a really weird spot to be fighting you, but... Oh shit. That would have works. Bleep. Not before I do this, fool. Lucky bitch. Alright, sharpen it up. Man, this blade, fucking, it dies so fast.
See, I want to do it differently. Because if I could change score without chest.
Loudmouth. I was actually trying to get up, but alright, that works too, I suppose.
Oh.
Here we go. Oh, my weapon's not even out. There we go. I was trying to get out of the way of that, but apparently it still hit me.
Hold on.
Honestly, I would love to know where the hell it gets these membranes from, because they just kind of keep coming back. Ah, rude. Ouch. Oh no, I'm being washed away. Damn oversized floppy fish. Oh, screw off. How the fuck? God damn it. That one's gonna hit. Yeah, saw that one fucking coming. Man, I'm taking so much damage. Really? You're just gonna bitch out like that? Damn. Give me that, please. Thank you. Fishy homie just up and ran. Come on. Well, that shouldn't have hit, but alright. I mean, it kind of just makes sense. He's kind of big, isn't he?
Watch you go the opposite way. Oh, no. There.
Nice.
Let's head back.
It's certainly not optimal for what I'm trying to get, but, you know. Yeah, I don't think I got it.
That was my 50th Apex Predator.
Hey.
Cool.
Still not my 50th fucking catch.
Damn.
Man, how slacking on that shit have I been? I don't even know. I wish it would tell me how many I need. Because, yeah. Let's see here. I suppose there might be a way to tell. Hunter profile. Uh... Yeah, Longsword and Insect Glaive have been really fucking hammered out through missions. Let's see here. Doesn't want to tell me how many I have. I wish it would tell me how many monsters I've captured. Apparently not. 3, 4, 8, 11, 12, oops, 13, 14, 15, 26, 27, 31, 32, 33. Wait, what? God damn it! I already got to fucking start over. 3, 1, what? 3, 4, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 26, 27, 31. Oh, I'm having a brain fart on that one. 32, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 42, 46, 49. Fuck off! The answer is 49. God damn it. Uh, that's upsetting. What a pain in the ass.
Hey,
Uh,
anything catch your eye?
not the wish list.
Hello.
Oh, I did get a new Tuna water gem. Okay.
Ready to get to work?
Okay, so now that's... Does it only go up to tier 2? Does it not go up to tier 3? Calling bullshit! Bullshit! Okay,
Anything catch
so...
your eye?
Agitator's now at 3. What does Agitator do?
Hello.
Again, precisely.
See you later.
Okay. No, I'm looking at the wrong stuff.
Agitator, whatever the monster in range
Yeah, it gives me stats, but I want to know exactly.
gives you affinity.
Is it affinity?
Yeah.
Attack plus 12 and affinity plus 7. Huh. Does it not go up to a 3? Is it only 2? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna try the other one. I feel like the other weapon would be better. The other one just feels better in my hands, I feel. I don't know why I'm looking in there. Insect glaive. We want you. Now, because we don't have access to that, we know what we want to do, though. Because we don't have that right now, so... what we can... Enhancer. Handcraft. There. Then we want the crit one that we have here. Critical. Is it critical? Is it expert or critical that they want? Fuck it. Now I'm a brain fart. It's critical jewels. Okay. Where's the tier 2 critical that I have? Here it is. I have 2 of them. Oh. Wish I knew that a little bit earlier. Get over there. Now we'll take that one. So that's critical critical boost at 3. Enhancer and handicraft for a little bit extra sharpness on top of a weapon that already has decent sharpness. I wish that I had the other one, but that should be fine. So we'll have the 50 ticks every once in a while. I'll get less critical hits, but I should be otherwise okay. We'll see how this one goes. Because I feel like this one would feel really good.
Right.
Probably there's a Rathalos with a Rathian gem in my game right now. So... Alright, let's do that with Duna again. Got so many of these damn things. But aside from getting this defensive decoration that I don't have... Is it defensive? No, it's offensive. An offensive decoration, a mastery.
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.
I don't know why I just went in. Alright, whatever. Yasai from Kunafa would like to offer me a meal. How kind. I'll take a look at the other freaking weapon sets and see what they... or builds that these other guys are thinking up. Loudmouth. Yeah, obviously everyone's using Dora Magala, but they also want to go with the new Ray Dow set, right? Because it's got some pretty good bits in there on the waist.
Really, all I need on board for chest use.
This one. I literally just saw the damn pop go off. I just saw it again. Yeah, there it is again. Like, I'm just getting free hits. Also, that damage is absolute fucking ass. Come on, fucking heal. Come on. Okay, that one was bullshit. Fucking juggling me here. You haven't even broken its goddamn fucking membrane off yet. Fucking trying to leave already. Where the fuck you think you're going? Oh, you're a dick. Dude, you hit way fucking harder than you should. I'm using a couple pieces that aren't upgraded though, so that's probably why. fuck off me. Man, the water ain't deep enough for your fucking bullshit. Stop. Fucking enough. Alright, here he comes. Fucking getting out of the goddamn water? So get out of the goddamn way? Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm definitely seeing in the damage why people would want to use this. Like, there's a lot of crits going on. If I had Mastery on right now, I could definitely see how this would be super valuable.
Give me that fucking spot, damn.
Yeah, I'm fucking trying, but this dipshit's not fucking... Okay, now we can... There's an easier one on his neck. This dude's knocking off a third of my fucking health every time he hits me. His moves are just bullshit. As always. Shit needs to go. Alright. Run off again already? Of course you are. Just saw this. Coward. Covered in so much goddamn water, yet this guy runs around like he's the one fucking having a hard time. Neck. I don't think I... Oh, I did get it. Okay. Yeah, sorry, man. I needed that. I had no powders.
I'm not worried.
You know who would be worried about that, though? Fucking Maul. Man, that guy gets so irritable lately. Sucks. Oh, good hit.
Good both.
Get him! You want something real funny? I do like 900 damage on a fucking mount.
Want to capture him?
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea. He is the last capture I would need. Fairly certain he's gonna run like a bitch though in a second. Oh, I got him. Managed to get it right in the spot. There we go.
Well, for that one.
Now give me my damn trophy. So I can stop capturing him and start killing him again. Where's my trophy? I did get 2 tier 3 notes, which is nice. Hunter 3s. Drain, grinder, expert. Hey, there it is, capture pro.
About time.
Right? Like shit. It's not expert, I need mastery. I need a mastery gem. Have you got one of those? A mastery decoration?
A mastery decoration.
Yeah. It's apparently the one that would go best with this set, right? Because it's like, oh, every time you crit, you don't lose any sharpness. Which is pretty solid, honestly. Because I have no idea what kind of ability that is, but that's what it's like, yeah, you want to use this. I can tell you, I've never used it.
Hold on. I know I made the challenges yet. I have not made the challenges yet.
I should probably go and
What?
talk to the chick and see if I can't just straight up make that one, actually. Yeah. That might be one of the ones that you can craft. I'll have to take a peek. To the wounded. Nope. To Suja!
I
I
have
was
not
like,
made the
to the wounded
challenges.
hollow.
That is, oh my god. I don't know.
Wait. What? Are you offering anything new? Yes, I'm now able to specify a type of Ardian material created for weapon fragments. Oh, that's cool.
And then I need Hunter Syllable fucking 3. Okay, so I gotta hunt that fucking dot again.
Meld decorations. God, there's
And I
14.
also gotta hunt. And I gotta hunt.
2, 1, 2. You don't do any tier 3s unless it's random? You damn pain in my ass. Nah, of course not.
Give it a try.
Any better?
That'd be 4.
Yeah. Okay. The fuck is going on down in week 2?
21.
Fire, thunder, and dragon.
Alright, so I can do 21 weapons. Alright. Give me what I require. Hey there, baby. How are you?
There you are.
Well, we got a couple of the right color. We actually got quite a few that are the right color. Bolt shield, bolt precision, grinder, gross. Enhancer, handicraft, nice. That's always nice to have another one of those. Charge up, draw. Guardian, venom, grinder, draw. Charge up, handicraft. Fuck, I got garbage.
Are you?
Didn't get what I needed. Damn it. Damn it. Oh well. Would have been better to have spent those on fucking defense, but that's only because I don't have enough. Ah! Alright.
Heard from the others.
Have you? What are they saying? They're talking shit?
I can help you source materials.
I ain't got crap. What about these festival shares? Anything good? Not really. Got something, but nothing really good.
Okay. Bye.
Man, I hate this place. She always runs off. I'm gonna go pet Poogie first. Hey there, Poogs. How's it going, buddy? You know what? I have the perfect name for you. Hold on a second, Poogie. Poog Pito. Everyone gets to be a Pito. We got Nefer Pito, we got Neko Pito, we got Fairy Pito, we got Toad Pito, and now we got Poog Pito.
You need help.
Everyone is a Pito. That's been my ongoing thing with this game, man. Like, anything that's, like, not me is just another Pito. One of us. One of us. It's okay, guys. Eventually, we'll get Cat here to change his name to Meow Pito. He doesn't seem very fond of the idea. He's like, "Fuck you, man. I ain't doing shit. Crazy." Alright, so we're gonna finish this one off so we can get it off my goddamn collection here. I will use the longsword. So since we're using a high crit setup, I'm gonna see if I can't do something with that. I don't know if I have enough. I might have enough to do the same thing with this weapon. Enhancer's fine. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I think I have another one. Just so happens on another longsword, I believe. Okay, that's fine. And a critical. So I'm literally just doing the exact same thing. I mean, I could put that here. Get up to 5. How do I want to do this? Because the enhancer jewel is important. I could actually put... Oh, I got another one of those, actually. So where is that at? It's so nice to have these. Enhancer handicrafts. God, they're so nice. That's... Oh, it's the wrong one anyways. It's okay. That's also the wrong weapon. We'll figure it out, don't you worry. There we go. We got it! Now, if I was to say go... I don't know. And just say... I mean, critical eye, that's critical damage. God, this would be so fucking broken if this works. I mean, it'll probably be fine. It's just like, kind of like a really kind of thing. Where the fuck is it? I know I have one. Unless it's already equipped to something and I'm just a doughhead. It might actually be on the other insect glaive still, when I think about it. Yeah, it might just be... It was. Oh, that's gonna be so scary. kind of just want to look at what it does real quick. Where is... Is it over here? It is. So increased damage dealt by 34%, and this one's going to be affinity by 12. Ooh. That might be so fucking good. I might do a crap ton of damage with that weapon. Switch held weapon. There we go. This will be pretty cool to play with. We'll see how this goes. How much time do I have? 18 minutes on this? Okay. So I'm gonna use my my Ray Dow longsword. That should do it, right? What are you looking at right now, Kat?
I'm hunting a Gormagala now. A ice monkey right now.
Oh, fine. I'll do this guy alone. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. So you're missing some gore parts then?
I'm missing the chest piece.
Ah.
We sure got here fast. Okay.
You know, I know you said that you wanted gore, but I totally missed it. I'll be honest with you. I think my head was in other places. I didn't realize what it was that you were saying.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, my apologies, buddy. Alright.
Yeesh, yeah.
Now that hurt. Woo! 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 That's the wrong fucking timing! How to hurt yourself in 3 easy steps, I suppose. Oh, come on, that timing was fine. Nah, of course you're still fucking. Of course you fucking stomp on me now. It always looks angry. Come on. Oh. There we go. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, raise that fucking hit the button. It still didn't work. Damn it. That's fucking ass. Of course there was a second one. Can never get away with just one, huh? Stop fucking moving.
Okay.
Not you, but you too. How many of these? Not a deal.
Good to have you.
Go over here. Grab this while I'm at it. That's not what I was aiming at, but sure, we'll grab that. I like that idea too. Pain in my ass. I was hoping to see some honey, but not in the damn forest. Come on, let me get the damn hit off. Thank you. God, you have such a big mouth. Shut up. Alright. I didn't get hit by it, but alright. Take that damage, why not? Yeah, fuck you, dude. Gotcha. Ah, I couldn't get away fast enough. Get up, come on. Get out of the way, come on. Where are you guys? I'm just talking about fucking... Oh, that's gonna kill me if I don't heal now. Yep. No, that's what I get. Because there's always fucking two of those goddamn flipper rolls, I guess. I still think that shit's stupid.
A second to restock your supplies.
Just fucking go. Come on.
More supplies have been added.
Just saw that one a second ago. How? Yeah, fuck you and all your bullshit. I don't think that's gonna get close. Oh, fuck off! You jumped! You didn't land! Ugh. Yeah, you're running away. God, I fucking hate that shit. Getting hit by fucking an enemy jumping. Not them landing, them fucking getting up into the air. It's stupid. You're just getting angry at a monkey that happens to be in the area, huh? Dumbass. Come on. How? Uthun, you're not even hard. You're just bullshit. Of course. I missed the final hit. I missed the fucking final hit. I'm looking forward to killing you. Yeah. Looking forward to having this Uthun off my fucking register. Oversized goddamn iguana. Here we go. Well, why wait? I was hoping to get a mount there, but looks like it's going to get into the water. Oh, maybe not. I'll just do this right now. Oh, you bitch! Yeah, I fucking got it. I thought I missed that for a second. Oh. I was about to be very sad. Fuck you! Worm face. I'll take it. Really did just go to the time of plenty real quick. Wow. I got 4 Uthuna certificates and a fucking Uthuna gem. And 2 hunter symbols.
Oh.
got too much. Alright. I would love to know where the guys are at. We know where Matrix is. He's still at work. Maul's just at Maul asks us to be if we're having fun. DMV didn't join. I don't know. Don't know what he's doing. What do you mean, yo? What the fuck, bro? I sent you an invite hours ago. Bro, I'm gonna fucking rip his goddamn head off. Because I legitimately did. I could have sworn that I sent him like an invite hours ago. We'll see if he joins in. That's a really big frog. Like, that's a huge ass frog. Alright, so. We did get the accessory we wanted. That's upgraded.
Oh, what can
I don't want to talk to you. Get lost.
Hey.
That's what I want to talk to. There we go.
Anything catch your eye?
I mean, we still got these pieces are all, aside from the headpiece, those two pieces are maxed. So that's good. Fuck, I never upgraded these? Really? Go figure. Oh, no, I did. They're at 7 of 9.
Look good.
There we go. Upgrade that a little bit more.
Tea.
Do we need hard spheres? Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
You falling asleep on me there, cat?
Mhm.
Damn. Gonna be stuck having a solo these guys.
No, what's his name? Joins you. Fine.
Are you ready to take on the Shining Storm Rages? I was like, man, don't you fucking try to start that shit. Oh shit.
No, I don't got the the attention to do that right now.
Alright, then I got the perfect thing for us. We can do this once.
I'm counting on you.
Took a minute for it to actually pop up, but... Get some freaking armor spheres. Farming this guy can get you the purple ones that give you 1,000.
We got this.
What kind of monster are we after this time? Now, are you prepared? We received supply items. Don't let them go to waste.
Wow, you're in a different spot.
There! That's our target!
Well, usually you're down the corridor.
Blinded! Watch out! Oh, it's angry!
Damn, I just broke two. Going up, coming down. Oh, how'd that fucking miss? Here we go. No. Shame it didn't stagger, but yeah, that looks like it hurt. I was hoping that we'd get that stagger. Close, though. Sharpen this up real quick. Yeah, I might be able to finish this in one attack. Ah, it's so close, though. Nice.
That's my partner!
So fucking close. Oops, that was an accident. Oh, you got those ones. Those are the sleep ones, right? Oh no, that's those shield ones.
This thing's
Sick.
full of new data.
How are you liking those?
They're good.
Yeah.
You almost have all these shit weapons.
Ow. You may have slayed him a little bit too many times.
Emily?
Yeah.
What? Where's that?
No, I'm saying you might have slayed him a few too many times. That was a lot of hard armor spears. I hit Hunter rank 150 and obtained 40 new titles. Damn! Fuck. Looking forward to getting all those freaking master rank titles and stuff.
Whenever they decide to come out, I guess.
Yeah. Gonna get some weird ones, I bet.
Do I have any? Let's go see it.
I don't know, do you? So what's the evil plan tomorrow? You gonna be working? Or no, you said that you're off, right?
No, I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off today.
Yeah.
Monday. So yeah.
Today is in fact tomorrow. For those of us who do not sleep.
For those of us who are in California.
Yeah. What should I hunt next? I could start completing the optional quests, I guess. Got most of them done already. Be a good way to get some extra materials. Might get some good decorations while I'm at it, too.
See you again, Hunter.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. Got a couple of weapons I could possibly toy around with. Fill that up. Put these back in there. Da, 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 da. Wrong button. There we go. Could switch out this long sword. Should probably actually save this loadout.
God, dog.
Oh, is he farting up a storm?
It's just in my way.
Oh. Fucking dog! Your existence is a hindrance to my very well-being. Oh, that's wrong. I done fucked up. Where is it? 2, 3, here we are. Now we're in the right spot. I'm not seeing what I'm looking for just yet. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, well, might also help I was looking at the ones that were already equipped. Went too far. Here we are. And then we want one more. Where is it? I suppose we could just use this one, huh? Do the same thing that we did here on the other one. Get that affinity super high when we piss them off. We can start hitting them like freaking freight train.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The one upside that I find with a lot of the non-element weapons is you just don't gotta worry about it. Just smacking them enemies. Enemies. You smack them enemies real good. Eventually they go down. Enemies. But they never really look particularly nice, do they? Let's clean out this one real quick. Hunt us some raptors. Take care of these freaks. Alright.
Let's get to it.
I mean, there's a handful. There's like 5. It's not a lot, but... it's a couple, I guess. Whoa, you guys can fucking detonate the ground too? That explains a little bit. Explains why I'm always getting knocked around when you guys are in the area. Yeah, I gotcha. I knew you were gonna jump at me. I have no idea why I just went that way, but here we are. Alright. Now I could, potentially, wait here for you guys to rot a little bit and get some of those crystals. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna take a minute here. Sit and relax while we let these guys just kind of fester in the dirt. Just a little bit. We'll let them do that, and then we'll gather up what they drop. Hopefully we'll get some good crystals out of them. I don't expect much, but...
Look at all our ingredients. We should whip out the barbecue grill.
Yeah, we did just run out of a buff, didn't we? Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Caprice meal and a medic meal. Maybe we can go with that. I still feel that they need to give us a way to get more food ingredients. They had one in the event, but I didn't farm the whole bunch because of this particular target that it was. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So apparently this set that I'm wearing is supposed to be the optimal damage DPS build. I don't know how much I trust it. Pardon me. That was supposed to be a laugh, but instead it was death fucking throw of a cough. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can see where it's trying to go when it uses, you know, things like agitator and stuff, right? Like, that's pretty straightforward. But why do they want to go with antivirus? Like, that doesn't quite make sense to me because I don't think I'm getting much of the benefit from that equipment set. So, like, I'm getting like the starter benefit.
Do are you running? Do you have a two-piece Gormagala on?
Yeah, it's just it's not like the full buff, right? So it doesn't feel like it's nearly as effective, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't really need to be the full buff as long as you're getting that buff. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because once after 3 hits, you cleanse that effect. You get a damage boost.
After 3 hits, like that's nothing. 3 fucking
And it
hits.
stays on for like a good couple minutes
Yeah,
or
it's just
seconds.
weird because they're like, oh yeah, bring some of the antivirus, right? Bring the antivirus buffs with you. I'm like, but why?
So it maxes it out.
Does that increase the length at which it stays, not how fast like
Yes.
the other one disappears? Is
Yes.
that how that works?
Yeah.
Slightly increases the recovery rate after contracting the frenzy, affinity +3 if cured, but it doesn't say that it makes the other one. Yeah, like I don't know.
But it's up to you.
No, like I'm still using it. Like obviously I'm going to use it because I'm trying to understand it, but yeah, it's just weird. It is just weird. This is a strange set that I myself don't quite understand. Yeah, looks like we got 3 gooey boys. But no crystals, huh? That sucks. Actually, where the fuck is the third one? Yeah. You three just rotted into... Oh no, here he is. Yeah, all 3 of you just rotted. You didn't give me any crystals. That sucks. Oh well. I was hopeful and I got ripped off. I would love to know why there's a Congolala here, but there is. Shit in the bed over there, I see. Don't throwing crap at me, screw you! Not even here for you. Crappy monkey. And that should be the 5th one. Oh, I need 6. Ah! You sneaky bitch! Clever girl. Well, not that clever. You showed yourself when you should have hidden. Pardon me. Yeah, methinks me allergies are going to be kicking me in the teeth for the next couple days. Ooh, nourishing extract. Got 3 of them. Nice. Might actually be worth farming that mission just for nourishing extract. Jeez, I'm going to have to remember that. There is value in those little lizards.
Yeah.
Got some low-rank bug hunts and lizard dudes. Let's go and take out these guys while we're at it.
I'm not even on the game anymore.
No, I know. I'm fully aware. I'm talking about me and myself and I, you know.
Three amigos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Get that on. I still find this pit a little bit funny, the fact that I can catch on fire. Man, this game can be real pretty sometimes. I'll be real with you. I don't know why the fuck you so angry at me. I literally just happened to go by you. You fucking, like, turn 90 degrees and be like, I'll fucking kill you! It's like, you didn't have to do shit. You just, like, fucking, you're in the area. I'll murder you. Very brave fucking fire monkey, I'll tell you that. Aptonoth, man. I don't know. Or a Jarkan. It's a Jarkan. Crano Cropper. I wonder what that is. This big guy's getting very upset with me, I tell you what. Now where they got me going? I don't want this. Excellent. I can't even grab this. I don't know what I'm doing. If I want to grab this, I have to get off my damn mount. Hey, don't you fucking start with me. You do not want nothing to do with this. The Jarkan tried to start shit with me, and trust me, you don't want this. Ooh, that's a herb.
This'll freshen you up quick.
Like I say, I will literally turn you into a pair of boots, but I don't need your shit. It's garbage.
I'll save this for later then.
What? What? I don't. What? I'm just confused. What are you guys doing with the iguanas, huh? Oh, come on, there we go. Man, these things are weird. I would love to actually just take a close look at these Cranodath, because they look so strange. They got fleshy horns and stuff that, like, peel back from their face. They're such an interesting little freaking creature, and I think they're just so fucking cool. Nice. Get rid of all these little hunts that I gotta do. Get them done super quick.
Yeah.
Cough, cough, death. How many of these do I have left? It's like a handful of them. A little bit more, maybe like 20 optional quest hunts. It'll probably take me a couple of hours to get all these done. Probably not even all that much.
Commencing quest by order of the guild. Hope you find something useful.
Oh shit, I am cold. Okay.
I bet we could use those floating rocks up there to our advantage.
Well, how about we try and find ourselves something to keep us warm before we freeze ourselves to death? There we go.
Looks like the monster drops.
Get in here.
All ready when you are.
Thing is, I'm like using a freaking ice weapon against these ice bugs. Not the most ideal thing. But this weapon does look cool. Probably should consider upgrading a non-elemental twin blade.
Come on. I'll go on ahead then.
How the fuck? No, this. Oh, so silly. We got 3 more. It's bug hunting season. Still up above us, huh? Hey there, guys. How's it going?
Riding one of these.
I do gotta say, though, I'm very glad that this game is as popular as it is. Like, I'm glad that the series got some notoriety to the point where, like, a lot of people are aware of it now. So it's bound to get more in this series, and honestly, Monster Hunter is just... It's such an awesome game, you know? Like, it's something that you can really just sink your teeth into and hang out with friends. Just go and fight a bunch of, like, really powerful bosses. It's fun. It's just fun. And there's value in games that are just enjoyable. Things you can go out Like games that you can just go out and just hop into and play a couple rounds and mess about for a little bit. It's not something that we get too often anymore, where they're just games for the sake of having a good time. Right? You're always running into games that are just like, oh, we wanna ring you for every dime that you got, or something like, they're trying to really just go really broad, and it just doesn't quite seem to hit. I feel that there is so much there that they are missing out on when it comes to just games for the sake of enjoyment. And I know that it's supposed to be a business, right? And it is very important that they do make money. That's completely understandable. I'm not saying that that shouldn't be the case. But when they're making games like, say, Call of Duty that are just monetization machines, I feel, and I know that this is said to death by absolutely everyone, that it a lot of the time they're just kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They're more often than not now, they're closing off a potential avenue for new players to enjoy themselves. 1 second here. Sorry, I was a little bit thirsty. But locking yourselves out of the possibility of innovation simply because we want to do something safe, it'll work for a while. Obviously, we can look at Call of Duty. I actually want to put some ice in this. As a proper example of this, it'll work. But the thing is you have to have a good game, right? You have to have a good game. So, having a good game first and monetizing it after works, right? We can clearly see that the Call of Duty model does work. But we're also looking at a situation where people are starting to look at Call of Duty in a less favorable light. So, I imagine by now, year over year, they're probably losing some players, right? Like, it's not going to be they're hemorrhaging at a super high speed, but they're probably not holding on to nearly as many players as they used to. So, their player base, it explodes for a little bit, but then it dies off, right? Think of it like a patch cycle. With, like, say, anything like a Final Fantasy XIV MMO, or even World of Warcraft, right? You'll have the diehards that will always pop in, and they'll be the first ones on board. And there might be a large portion of them. There might be a smaller portion of them, right? Like, there's no telling. Well, there is a telling, especially with Call of Duty. There's going to be a large portion of the demographic that play the game who always want to play that game and only ever want to play that game. Because it's Call of Duty and that's what they know, that's what they love. They know they love it, so they support it. They always buy that game, they buy it year after year. It's the same thing with sports games. Fucking hate those things. But it falls into the same category. Sorry guys, I was just stepped away. I noticed that there's a couple of you there now. Nice of you to join, by the way. I hope you're all having a lovely night. But it falls under the avenue of there's a lot to complain about. There's a lot to enjoy, but there's a lot to complain about because it's the same thing over and over again, right? That's what Call of Duty is. That's what all these different sports games are, right? A lot of the time, if you don't have competition, it's nothing but the same thing over and over again. And in some cases, that's okay. Case in point, Monster Hunter, right? It's the same game, but it's simply, hey, here's some new monsters. But this one's a little bit different, right? Here's some new monsters, here's some upgraded monsters and stuff like that. That's fine. But this one's different, right? This specific Monster Hunter Wild is different. It's all the zones are linked. You don't have to hit load screens. You don't have to fast travel everywhere. You don't have to. You can to speed things up, but you don't have to. And on top of that, we're trying to get a story going, right? It's not super in-depth, don't get me wrong, but it's Monster Hunter, right? Not everyone here is... not everyone... No one who is known Monster Hunter for any long period of time is here for the story. They're here for the gameplay, right? Monster Hunter is gameplay first. Everything else second. But the fact of the matter is they did something different. They tried to do something different. Whether or not it's good, that's up to the individual's taste. But they did something. And that stands for something. Capcom in the 2010s was having a hell of a time. They couldn't seem to get anything going on because every game that they came out with was a problem. It was a problem game. And the issue with this, and the reason why it happened, I believe, is because at the time they had a 10-year plan, like a game plan, quite literally. What they were going to launch, what it was going to be like, and the idea is that hopefully these things will be successful, but this is our plan. This is what we are doing. This one would probably become Wool Crystals, actually, if I was able to stick around long enough. This one might too. That one probably won't. But these two might. But sadly, I'm not going to be able to stick around long enough. But that's, if I remember correctly, that was their explanation for their failure during the 2010s. It was a plan that did not work for them. So when ultimately 2017, 2018 came around, and that 10-year program was done, right? All their failed games during that period, they broke through that. They started to see some sales. But the big hitter was Monster Hunter World. That one came out, right? And I believe it was followed by Resident Evil Village. I can't remember what order it came in. But those two really brought back the attention to Capcom, right? It was just like, hey, these games, they have something to them. There's something that draws players in. There's something that breathes life into the games themselves. Yes, unfortunately, these two particular instances, these games are very much expensive AAA games. But these are expensive AAA games that have a pedigree, that have, you know, the backing of the trust of the players for these games, right? People want to play them, people want to enjoy them, people want to experience them, because Capcom has proven that they can, in fact, still make good games, and it has built some trust. It's built a background. Whereas when we look at Call of Duty, right? And this is the thing, like we can literally we can clump together Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, because guess what? It's the same fucking game. Activision Bungie, Jesus, Activision Blizzard King, if you care about that, is a singular business that is now owned by Microsoft. I'm hoping under Microsoft's leadership, they will be able to do a lot of good. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. However, they're a game company that, as a result of a lot of the things that they have been doing, both Activision and Blizzard, like in their individual parts, even before they had the merger, were not selling well. They were not doing well because every time they came out, these are the assigned ones, every time that they came out with a new patch, a new update, a new excuse to try and sell something to individual players, it didn't hit. Why didn't it hit, right? It didn't hit because the story wasn't good. It didn't hit because the payment model was wrong. It didn't hit because there was some kind of a deviation in the storyline, or it didn't run great. Every time a game fails, they want to blame the players. But there's a reason why we don't support these shitty fucking
Let's be
games.
sure to use them.
I myself don't support shitty fucking games because I'm fucking tired of getting these shitty fucking games. But there's a difference between a shitty game and a game that's charming but bad. You know? Sorry, throat's kind of... Like, a good example of a game that's charming but bad is Oblivion. Right? We just had a recent release with Oblivion. It's a game that is, what I would say, a charming but bad game. The game doesn't run well. Objectively, it does not run well. It's not good, and it has a lot of spots where it's just really poorly optimized. Typical of anything made by fucking Bat Company. Bethesda. I don't know, I was stuck on BioWare. But yeah, anything pretty much made by Bethesda is expected to just kind of be like, not great, right? And that's fine. I can understand that. But the game itself, we can see the good in it, right? We can still have fun despite its bugs, despite its crashes, because it is a fun game first. It has a good story. There's a lot of funny little things, little quirks that happen in there all the time that you can find the enjoyment no matter what. And I would say it's the same thing even with Helldivers, right? Looking at Helldivers, it was an experience first, a game experience first, and a really good one before it was a optimization machine, right? Like, even looking at their monetization, you don't need to spend money to get anything in that game. They already charged you $40 for the entry fee. If you decide to support them because, man, I really want that weapon, I want that weapon kit now, and I haven't really been playing, but I really want to have that, I want to use those weapons, I want to use those guns, I want to use that armor, unlock those abilities, then that option is there. Otherwise, you can farm some missions. You can get the currency that you need to get those weapon unlocks. It's not hard. That's a game that people will remember very fondly for a long time, simply because, guess what? They made a game that was for the players, that the players can thoroughly enjoy and support, because guess what? They did something good. Players want to play something that's fun to play. It might not be well balanced right now, and that's what a lot of people are complaining about at the moment when it comes to the game. That the balance is a little bit off. It doesn't quite feel good, and that's fine. It's unfortunate, but you know, they can work on that. But the game overall is still very enjoyable. It is still a lot of fun, and that is something that a lot of things are failing to do lately, I feel. It's missing... So many games are missing something, that je ne sais quoi, that draws in the players, that really wants them to keep on playing. Like, things with, in comparison, like, say... I love how I can talk through all of this. Say, like, a game like Dragon's Dogma, right? Dragon's Dogma 2. I have so many reasons, right, to want to go back and play that game. I do. I legitimately, every day, not every day, but almost every day, I think, man, I would really like to play some Dragon's Dogma. I do. Because I do enjoy that game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's an absolute blast. It is an experience worth enjoying, and the combat is good. It is there, and it hits. That's important. If they have a game that doesn't hit any notes, that doesn't touch on anything that is valuable to the individual player, or, you know, players as a whole, you're going to run into a situation where you're going to have a big blowout right off the outset, right? You're going to have people that come in, they're going to be like, man, this game is great, this game is great. But there's nothing to keep me here. And that's what I'm like. That's what I want people to understand. Is like, when it comes to upfront sales, right? When it comes to upfront facing purchases, when you're like, man, I really want to hop onto this game early, but is it worth hopping on early, or will it fizzle out super fast? Don't just wait for the first base reviews. Wait, get the fuck out of the way. Stop stepping on my toes. Wait a while. Like, if you can, wait for a sale on everything. Legitimately, wait for a sale on everything. And I know I'm not saying this to a lot of people. Not a lot of people are bound to listen. This is kind of me talking to dead air. I'm fully aware of this. But it's important. You know? If you want to support a game, right, that is an unknown developer, an unknown, IP, you don't know what you're expecting to get, but you're excited for it, consider waiting. Obviously, consider just waiting. Wait a week or two, right? Wait for the good and the bad to come out. Don't just wait for that first couple of days where you're like, man, this game looks so good. I really want to play it. What's everyone saying about it? Oh, this guy says that this game is fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go buy it right now. Confirmation bias is a bitch. Right? You want someone to confirm your feelings, and that's fine. I'm not saying your feelings are wrong. But being patient just long enough to confirm and reaffirm, that, hey, this game is good and it doesn't have anything that might bother me specifically in particular, that's smart game buying. You spend that time, that extra time, and you might come out sour on some purchases. I won't say that because there have been plenty of games that I thought, man, this looks like it'll be a banger for me. I'm going to really enjoy this game. And yeah, it misses. Like, there's a game that came out pretty early on PS4 called Zombie, right? Zombi. It's a game that my buddy Matrix absolutely adores. He loves that fucking game, right? It hits every fucking note for a zombie survival game for him. But for me, it was a miss. I like the game. I can see the premise. I can see how it's good. I can see how a lot of people will be really drawn into it. But I found it kind of weird. Not weird in a bad way, just weird. And it didn't feel good for me, right? And then we go into, say, something like Dying Light, right? I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong. But they had the second one, right? Dying Light 2. Right? The first one, fantastic. Right? You have the daytime where all the zombies are slow and sluggish, and there's a lot of them. They have some unique, variant zombies and stuff like that. But then you get to nighttime, right? And not only do you still have those unique zombies, but you have new unique zombies. And you have some hyper-aggressive zombies, right? And this is obviously just a single caveat to like a whole bunch of different genres. But you have these zombies that are super fucking unique. And they hunt you down. Like, they hunt you down. And they will chase you. And they will keep chasing you until you get to a spot where you are safe using ultraviolet lights. I wish I had a camera on. I really wish I had a camera on because you can see that I'm actually pretty animated because I am talking a lot. So let's try to get back into a hunt here. But you get into the second game, right? And in the second game, they had some notes that hit. They added some really cool stuff. Like a lot of the equipment systems that they put in place. I really like those. They also had the glider, which I thought was really cool, and the hook shot. I think the hook shot was in the first one, but I don't think they had a glider. I'm pretty sure they did. But it was very vertical in the new one, right? You could jump off of literal skyscrapers on the top floor because that's how it introduces you to the glider. You jump off of a skyscraper and I think you glide over to another one, and that was really cool. But allow me to get back to the thing that really excited me about the first one. The nighttime threat isn't really there. The zombies and the mutated zombies, at least out of the experience that I had, were not there. The threat of the hyper-aggressive, fixated and really hard chasing zombies, it wasn't there, right? The second game was trying to do something different, right? Again, you want to applaud that. However, that something different was, oh, the zombies aren't the threat. We've seen this story 100 times again. You know, the zombies aren't the real threat, it's the humans. The humans are the real threat. So you're stuck pretty much dealing with what you wanted to be a zombie survival RPG as another Last of Us, just not as good. And again, for some people, that's okay. It wasn't what I wanted for that game. It wasn't what I wanted out of a zombie RPG. I wanted zombies, and a lot of them, not some bandits everywhere I go, and like a lot of them, and really piss poor melee and gun combat, because it's a zombie game. You're supposed to be parkouring around and hunting the hell out of zombies and stomping their heads in and drop kicking them off of roofs, and instead here I am having to deal with these guys with bows and fucking guns shooting at me because bandits. I thought the zombies were a threat. Why are they not all gone with dudes like this walking around who can snipe me from like 40 meters away with a goddamn fucking crossbow? and dudes that can run at me, you know, in what is essentially baseball uniforms, and take every little thing that I can throw at them, grenades and freaking crossbow bolts, and just absolutely an absurd amount of people. Why are zombies a threat if people like them exist, right? Sounds like Days Gone to me. No, it's Dying Light. What was Days Gone? Why do I feel like I know that one too? I'm having a brain fart here. Days Gone. Give me a second here. I feel like I have that one. Hopefully I don't get attacked here. Screen's about to be blue for a second here. You should still be able to hear me. Days Gone. Days Gone. Is that the one with the... Yeah, it's a motorcycling one. Yeah. They just did a remake of that too, actually. I might pick that up at some point if it goes on sale. Yeah. Days Gone is good. I saw a lot of good shit about that game too, actually. Days Gone, it did it well, right? It did it right. I feel like it did the humans are the real threat right. Because it's... The zombies themselves are still very much a huge threat in that game. Like, you have entire hordes of zombies, right? It does the Daisy? World War Z, there we go. It does the World War Z thing, where it throws stupid amounts of zombies at you. And that's where you can find a lot of threat in the zombies still, is using more than any normal person can handle. But you can't do that with Dying Light, because it's first person for one, so you don't have really good situational awareness for that kind of level of threat. And on top of that, that's in that kind of combat situation, that's a lot of drop kicking. That's a lot of drop kicking. Right? So, like, the combat system in that is built for, obviously... I thought I just heard my freaking phone alarm go off for a second there. Or not my phone alarm, my phone ringing. That was weird. But it's obviously not built for that kind of a situation. It's built around the zombies. Dying Light is built around having slow-moving and fast-moving zombies, just not in such large numbers. So when you're running into situations in Dying Light where it's trying something new, which you want to applaud, you want to support something like that, but it hits wrong and it doesn't feel good. Because, like, man, I really want to support this because they're doing something different, but they're doing it wrong. So that's why I always say you want to wait. You want to wait not just a day or two. You want to wait at least a week or two. And if it's something that's like, it might hit with me, but I'm not sure. Wait for a sale. If it's something where you're like, okay, I've done some decent decent research. It's been a couple weeks. All the good and the bad has come out by now, you know, hopefully. Hopefully it's not all just bad. Hopefully it's a lot more good than bad. And then you can look at a game and be like, okay, I want to buy this. I want to support the developers. Of course, you also have on Steam a very different kind of idea where you have about 7 days to 2 weeks of a sale, right? A 10% to 15 or sometimes even 20% sale at launch. And then you have to wait a long time, right? So it's different on Steam in comparison to consoles. But if you're not sure, always wait. If it's something like Monster Hunter where you're just like, man, I already know. I already know. For me, I pre-ordered this. I pre-ordered the Master Edition. I was like, yeah, no, gimme. I knew what I was getting. I meant like the one game that is a zombie game is Days Gone. Sorry. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Days Gone is actually a game that I tend to forget because I, myself, haven't played it. Days Gone, I would say, is a fair bit slower than Dying Light. In its movement. Its action is definitely faster. Dying Light has a very kind of... The best way I would describe it is a upfront kind of physics-based. Not perfectly physics-based, but physics-based combat system. Where a lot of the time you can drop kick targets off of roofs, and that's your kill. You're done. You don't have to worry about that target no more. You can just drop kick them. But you can also push them and use enemies as walls, or even as weapons, in some cases, to stagger other zombies. Right? So it's very upfront and in your face. But the problem with that is that you run into a lot of... In the second game, a lot more human enemies, right? Where they have access to long-range weapons. They'll throw shit at you, like rocks and Molotovs. They have all these different options, and they're smart, which is great, because it's like, oh, it's a different enemy type, but they're just humans. They're humans in a zombie game. You bought it for the zombies. Why the fuck am I having to deal with all these goddamn bandits? Right? But in the case of Days Gone... You're a badass biker with a shotgun on a motorcycle, right? You're fully aware and fully ready for these bandits. Like, you don't have the same tools at your advantage in Dying Light that you do in Days Gone. You are very much a weak man in Dying Light, you know, building up every single stat you possibly have. The gun mechanics in Days Gone are bad. Sorry. Dying Light. I had that backwards. See? I got it mixed up. In Days Gone, the gun mechanics, all that situation, it did it again. It did it right. It's a game that did it right, that did it good. I don't see why they bothered to fucking try and re-release the game at a very similar price point. Just because they decided to give it a facelift, that's a whole different discussion. I don't support re-releases that came out so quick. I really don't. Because game developers need to start making new shit. But going back to Dying Light and how it kind of curtailed what made the original game good in comparison to what made the second game bad. It lost a lot of the interesting factor that the first game had because of the threat of the zombies at night. The threat is still there in the second game, but from what I played up to, and I played about like I think 10-20 hours or so. Like, I gave it a good shake. I really did. They didn't have in the second game any of those really hardcore chasing zombies. Whereas in the first one, the zombies were a threat, the virus was a threat. You know, you were infected by the virus and you wanted to get it cured, and you're in a situation where the people who sent you there are no longer going to support you because you got bit. So now you have to deal with all of the people around you to try and get yourself some kind of a modicum of peace of mind, so that way you don't just turn into one of these Walking Dead. That's the goal. In the second game, you also get bit, I believe, if I remember correctly. But it's not a threat. You don't treat it like a threat. It's just, oh, well, this is unfortunate. I better go and find a treatment for this so that way I don't turn on anyone. It's just, dude, the story went from being this is a serious threat to I can find someone to help me out here. It curtails the situation at hand, whereas the first one did it really well. The second one, it felt wrong. It didn't feel right the way they did it. And that's kind of a thing that I feel... I can't even push it on the developers or writers or anything like that. You know, I can't blame that on anyone like that, but I feel Q&A has... Not that they don't do a good job. It's the fact that a lot of places aren't doing Q&A anymore. Quality assurance allows for some bugs, not all bugs, but some bugs and issues to possibly be brought up. But from what I understand, a lot of game development is very, I was about to say governmentalized. It's not quite right, but very political, even in the offices, right? So they have to go through several different people instead of talking directly with the developers just to get something across. Like, hey, this doesn't feel good. Hey, there's a problem here. So we're running into situations where people have to go through and jump through loops just to tell someone that there's a problem with their game. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't work right. And that's even if they're using quality assurance in the first place, right? God, I really hope that comes back, because yeah, I feel, and I think I remember that people were saying in the development side that a lot of the time we don't even use Q&A anymore, and when they do, it's people out in the boonies and across the oceans that may not even speak the same language, and they won't even communicate with the developers, so the developers aren't even aware of it for long periods of time, and it may have already been addressed, or it may not have even been known, and the game's about to be shipped. Shit like that, right? I feel that game developers should have a throughput and should always have Q&A. They should always have beta tests. They should always have, like, shit like this. Alpha tests. And that's a thing that I kind of looked at recently. People were complaining about, and I'm not saying that they're not wrong, right? I'm not saying that they're not wrong. People are looking at the two recent extraction shooters, the one from Bungie, and then why the fuck am I drawing a blank on both of them? We got Marathon and then Arc Raiders, those two. I don't blame people for looking at them and then comparing them. However, there is also a caveat in this argument that people are being like, oh, Arc Raiders is just going to be superior. It very likely will be. However, the caveat in this case, Arc Raiders isn't just a game that's, you know, just been announced. Not to say that Marathon was just announced, but it's not a game that hasn't just been announced and hasn't already been seen and stuff like that. We've already seen gameplay of Arc Raiders. We've seen it for years, a couple of years now. We've been seeing the progress of Arc Raiders, seeing how it's running, seeing how it goes. Now people have their hands on it. It looks good, it plays good, it feels good. Marathon. People are having a problem with Marathon because they haven't seen the game up until recently, right? The game came out, not out, but came out, and people are like, oh man, I'm having problems with the game. I hope it doesn't launch like this. It doesn't do this, it doesn't do that thing. I have a problem with this one caveat because they're trying to compare two games that are in different steps of their development, but they should be, like, they should... God, the launch windows are too fucking tight. I don't think Marathon's going to launch when they want it to. And I hope it... it shouldn't. It should hold out a little while longer. Marathon unlike Arc Raiders, is still in alpha. They're doing an alpha test for Marathon. That's what that was. Arc Raiders is doing their beta. They were testing the systems in play that they already have put. That's what Marathon was doing. They were like, here are the systems. It's not super polished. Hopefully it works really well still. However, this is what we have. We need these things tested. That's what Marathon was doing. It was an alpha test, testing the systems, making sure everything was okay and they could continue with their work. If they would find bugs and fix them, that's what Marathon was doing. Arc Raiders was probably, more often than not, more likely than not, testing their server side, testing the game itself, finding bugs before their launch. That's what they're doing. Marathon, I feel, has a lot that still needs to be done. And I'm not saying that I fucking support Bungie. I really don't. They've been doing a lot of fucked up shit. But I think Marathon looks cool. And it's going to be like a $40 game, if I remember correctly. And I'm interested. You know, it's one of those games where I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait those 2 weeks. Because that's what I stand by. I'm going to wait those 2 weeks. I'm excited for Marathon. I think it looks cool. Right? And I know Bungie's track record with first-person shooters when it comes to, say, you know, Destiny. I'm stuck on Blizzard for some reason. But I know what they did with Destiny. And it looks promising. I like extraction shooters. Right? They're kind of fucking hemorrhaging all throughout the games industry right now. But I like them. I think they're fun. So I'm excited to see about that game. I know Arc Raiders is going to hit. Like I have a good idea that Arc Raiders is going to hit. That's a game that I'm going to sit on for a little bit, just to kind of hear it out for a while. But people are looking at Arc Raiders. They're looking at these two games that are in different states of development, and saying, "Man, I'm stuck on Arc Raiders in my head." I'm having this problem. Presque-vu, what a bitch you are. They're saying the game should not come out like this. And they're right. It better not come out like this. Because it's alpha. So I feel like people need to put that caveat in their mind when they think of like testing games with other stuff. Hey there, Matrix. How's it going, buddy? Have you been watching? You've been hearing me bitch about games industry?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I was catching a little bit of wind of it when I was driving back.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, man. I was like, dude, like, yeah, I was just kind of like, man, sit on games, wait a little while longer, you know, do that shit. Fucking, when you're looking at games, don't just look at it up front.
But
Look
see,
at what, when they're comparing shit.
The thing was, I think back in the day was, like, with the updates and shit like that, was like, thought you were supposed to get a complete game first, and then I'm saying when they wanted to add stuff and this, then a third, that's what the updates was for. It was supposed to make it easier for us to get like DLCs and shit like that. I'm saying, like, and it just
new stuff that wasn't in the game. Yeah, new stuff that wasn't in the game initially. That's what it was for. But yeah, the industry kind of just took that shit and they kept on running, and now they're releasing games too early before they're ready instead of just getting them good.
But that's part of the reason why it's like it's only a couple developers, I'm saying, that I always keep an eye on because of the fact of the matter. Like all right, so when you know what. I'll use them for an example and shit because like I was surprised with the game because I was one of the shit talkers about No Man's Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Smile
like
Games, yep, absolutely. That was the same way.
Hello Games and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Hello Games. Why the fuck do I keep on saying Smile Games? Who the fuck is Smile Games?
I guess it feels like the same difference, but I'm saying like it was like when I seen the like we gave up on the game for months. And then all of a sudden, I'm saying, out of the woodwork and shit, they're talking about, we got an update for No Man's Sky. And everybody wrote it off. Everybody was like, yeah, whatever, that game's dead, whatever, what have you. And then they did the update and
Yep.
turned that game completely around, and then continued with updates to make that game feel like it's the best science sim that like I could like whenever I want to get like when I want to itch that like my aunt used to be a science teacher, like you know what I'm saying, like so like she used to, you know what I'm saying, like I always had like this itching, you know what I'm saying, with science, earth science, physical science and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Actually,
saying?
want to know
Like
something real funny? This might
what's
get a
up?
giggle out of you. When it comes to No Man's Sky, no shit. I enjoyed it more before they added all that crafting.
Some people did. Some
I,
people
I
did.
enjoyed it a lot more before they
Some
had
people don't even
all
get
that base
involved in it too
crafting.
much and shit. You know what I'm saying, like I like it because look, the little bit. It's it itches that science itch. You know what I'm saying? When you want to have that game that's a little bit more educational, but not
I mean, though I
like it's
described it
it.
to you the best way that I feel about it, right? Like for me, it's baby's first space sim,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And
yeah.
when I play a space game, I want a space game, not
It's
that.
but how basic, but as broken down as it is,
And it's
it
very
makes it
approachable.
so approachable,
Yeah, so many
very
people are
approachable,
going to really enjoy that, and I'm totally here for that. And I like
and
that for them. It
it
allows
has
for
that
more people.
survivor mode
Yeah.
that. So if you want to add those
And you know
extra
what? No,
challenges
that's the
to it,
problem. That's the problem. People are like, oh, it has survival mode, it has a hardcore mode. It's not. That's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a baby's first space sim. It's in the
no,
verbiage that
I'm
I'm using. I want a space sim, a space game, right? The spaceship is the main thing that matters. It's the flight system that they have in place. It doesn't feel
yeah,
right in that game to me. That
yeah. The
that's
flight
that's
system
my
is kind
complaint
of.
about that. It doesn't feel right to
I
me.
feel you know what my biggest gripe was. I felt like Angry Birds did better with gravity than they did.
You know what? You're absolutely correct. But that's there's a caveat to what I'm about to say. There is a game out there that a lot of people who play space games are fully aware of, right? It's called Elite Dangerous. This game was and kind of is really, really fucking awesome for its space simulation. However, it is only at this point good quotations on fucking PC. Now,
Yeah,
it's out on consoles. It is. However, the one thing that from Dev, the not from Dev, they're called FDev. I'm having a brain fart. Can't remember the name of their fucking business. But anyways, the developers of Elite Dangerous, they promised that they were going to release the expansion for the game on consoles as well at some point. They didn't. That's an issue because they made a promise and fell through. And the thing
yeah.
is that DLC just so happened to add what the entire I don't know why I'm looking at save, the
Oh,
entire game.
Dying Light's another one.
God, I was talking about Dying Light. I told you about that. Like I was talking about that one for fucking a good couple of minutes there. Ugh, no, let's not get back into Dying Light. I went over that. We're good. But the game
But
is
no, I'm
good.
saying like Techland. I'm talking, but
Yeah.
as me as talking about the developer itself, like Techland and shit. You know what I'm saying, like if Techland was like we dropped the game, and then they had to do it like when they dropped the first Dying Light and shit, fucking masterpiece.
I thought the
Second Dying
base
Light,
game was still good, but the DLC just made it better.
it, and that because that was their first zombie game that everybody known them for. And shit.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, they had the other Jones, but that was like a viral popular. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as popularity goes. You know what I'm saying? Like when they did that with Dying Light, and it was just like, and then they dropped Dying Light 2, it was like, okay, we already know
People
what
were
to
excited
expect.
for
They're
it. We
gonna
knew
do
what we were hoping for, but they didn't. I feel like the main part of Dying Light 2 that fucking failed me was the night zombies. They
I'll
just
be on there in a minute.
didn't
I'm
feel
on
good.
Division.
Ah, okay. But yeah, for me it was the night zombies. That's what the first game drew me in. I was like, wow, okay, there's a real threat at night. I don't want to be out here because I'm getting chased across the
Yeah.
whole fucking zone. But in the second one, there was nothing there. They didn't have the special zombies that we were running into, right? They didn't have that high threat. The threat
And
came
they had
from
to add it in.
yeah, the threat came from the fucking bandits. The bandits. I was like, no. Like, I don't want the human factor being the real threat. If that's the case, why the fuck are the zombies a problem? Why are the zombies still running around if there's people running around that can take arrows to the face in fucking football gear? Why, you know? Like, I just went over this. Like, I literally did just go over this. I was like, it doesn't... It breaks the immersion. It doesn't make sense to me.
And that's why when I heard they was making the DLC, and I was like, okay, and I started hearing more rumors about the DLC, and I'm like, oh, they doing the same thing like they did before. Like, it's about to be some crazy ass DLC, like kind of like the following was. I'm like, well, if that's the case, and then they turned it into a new game, and then I'm like, oh fuck, they're gonna make people pay for it.
Yeah.
And then they turned around and said, whoever bought the Reloaded edition, you get the game for free.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, this is what game companies should be doing.
Yes, more often than not. Like, the thing is like, we're running into, like, there's a lot of far more intelligent than I, and probably more intelligent than Matrix Sound, and this guy's pretty sharp. But there's far more intelligent people out there who've discussed this situation before themselves, you know? I wish I could remember the YouTuber that I'm kind of parroting most of this off of. He's a huge channel, much, much bigger than I. You'll find him if you're looking for game news. Trust me. But the thing is like the developers, not the developers, but the businesses themselves, they're digging themselves into a hole. And I've said this myself a couple of times. They're going to put themselves into a situation where people are going to have to choose between them and a fucking indie dev.
Yep.
The indie dev isn't trying to compete with these big guys. They've already won at this point. The fucking, these big devs, these AAA devs are fighting with each other, but they're not fighting with each other. That's the problem. They're not fighting with each other. They're just going along with it.
Yeah.
All of them are agreeing like, oh no, the development costs are so high. We need to increase the price of gaming. Motherfucker, gaming has never been... Yeah, gaming has never been more filled with people to play these games. All you have to do is make a good fucking game. Word of mouth sells. But instead, you keep on trying to make games that are for a demographic or for a group of people or you know, that just are bad, like buggy, bad, greedy, doesn't matter. They're bad in some regard, and people like myself, you know, the middle rung worker who's very quickly falling out of being a middle class worker because economy
Right.
can't look at these games no more because just off the cuff, they're too expensive. So these games are going to start very quickly becoming too expensive for normal people and unfucking appealing because guess what? They're not good games. They don't have much to draw people in. Oh look, it's Call of Duty fucking 2082 and we had 2080 fucking 3 last year. Like,
and what kills me and shit, even with Call of Duty, this what kills me and shit, that nobody ever thinks and shit like, why don't we and shit, know what I'm saying, come out with like a real military sim to combat the arcade military sim, and it'd be its own niche automatically.
Yeah, but the problem with that, and they have, believe it or not, you'll know the name once I spit it out. They tried doing that. It didn't hit well. For a couple of reasons. The main one being, I believe, gameplay and maps. It wasn't super great. I enjoyed it.
But that was their fault. Because I'm saying that's
it
the
was.
Thing. That's some of the things that's the most common fucking sense.
But the problem is that the players didn't see at the time. They didn't see the value in the game. Now we keep on at this point. We're now at a point where these games are so fucking bad. They're the same shit over and over again, so fucking repeated that people can be like, okay, and I can appreciate what these guys are doing. I want to support them, and I want to see more. Please keep going. The game I am referring to that will fucking nail this fucking shit right on the head once you hear it is Medal of Honor.
Oh yeah.
Medal of Honor on the PS3, the modern one, not the fucking old World War II, World War III, or World War II, World War One, World War III games. Those ones, they were okay. But Medal of Honor for the PS3, that was modern military combat. That game was freaking dope. I loved the combat in the game. I loved the premise. I loved the way it played, but the gameplay was pretty fucking harsh. The controls were sharp. It wasn't clean. It was rough. But the thing is because it used a lot of bloom, it was very kind of gray when people were starting to phase out of that. It was very kind of washed out when people were phasing out of that.
How can we make our own game consultation company?
Man, like legitimately, we'd have to have
like,
backing. We have to have money first. We'd have to have money first. That's the thing, right? It's just actually even game consultation is just they have to pay us, right? But we'd have to have like, hey, these guys did a good job consulting us on this game. We'd have to have a couple of people who would like not invest in us, but would like take us on and yeah, stuff like that.
What we would do is, you know what I'm saying, give them a company that we want to work with, you know what I'm saying, kind of a sample of what we could do and shit, you know what I'm saying, by consulting them with something that they already have and shit and could utilize.
Yeah.
Basically,
but the thing is, like, it's us giving them our opinion of what we think would make a game better. But we'd have to have a portfolio. The portfolio matters.
Definitely a portfolio matters, but if you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, so we'd have to start with small businesses, like indie devs and stuff, right? Who might not want our opinion and stuff like that. But going back to the game, like the game, it wasn't perfect, right? It had its problems, and that was understandable. Many games have problems, no matter what. But this was a game that was a hardcore arena shooter. It wasn't really big. It was an arena shooter. It wasn't great. And this was a game, I believe, that came out in 2013, 2012. Somewhere around there. But the game was cool. It was so fucking cool. But it was DOA. Simply because Call of Duty existed. Battlefield 3 just came out a couple years prior. Battlefield 4 was on the horizon, if I remember correctly.
And then nobody realized right after that was going to be the end.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people looked at it and they were like, there are better shooters. Because there were. At the time, there definitely were. And so, as a result, this hardcore niche shooter didn't get a whole lot of attention. Which sucks. Because now, we're not getting Medal of Honor. You know? We're not getting these hardcore experiences that we had before. So, we shot ourselves in the foot with that one. But that was one example of a game that was not just indie, that could have been huge, but wasn't. Because at the time, there was better options. But now, if we look back on it, hindsight's always 2020. That game would have been great right now. Not great, but it would have fit in. It would have had its day.
I feel like an expanded on SOCOM combined assault would go fucking nuts.
Honestly, even with Breakpoint, because I went back, I played that earlier yesterday after I got home after visiting the parents. Honestly, aside from the kind of brutality that is that game most of the time, because holy fuck, the fact that I can have people spawn behind me and just, there's an enemy, and I'm dead. You know, aside from that kind of level of bullshit, the game is good. But there are problems.
So much
it's
better
boring.
on the Pro.
It's better now. It's much better now than it was at launch.
I think the thing about Breakpoint and shit for me and shit is when I do want to have that strategic, relaxing gameplay where like shit can kind of get hectic and shit, but it's controlled if you're organized and kind of calm. But if you know,
I was doing it solo. There was no organization. It was just I'm a snipe from as far away as I can, and hopefully I'll fucking kill everyone.
Yeah, but when you start playing with players and shit, I'm saying like those automatic sniper shots are out the window.
Yeah, like I can scout for them at that point. I can just be like, hey, there's an enemy over here. I don't have to take the shot, right? So.
Yeah. So like you can coordinate a whole lot and shit. You know what I'm saying on the single player. And
But
sometimes
I
I
was
just
doing it
play
solo yesterday,
solo.
and that's what I did. I was like, oh, I killed as many of them as I think possible. Now I have to go in. Just to fucking, like, run in. And I did pretty well clearing out a couple of enemies. Like, oh, here's a guy, here's a guy, here's a guy. Just to fucking run out to the far side while I'm looking through this area. And just, like, two guys pop up behind me in a direction that I could have sworn I looked at not fucking 10 seconds prior. Right? And they fucking gunned me dead before I could do anything. So, situation like that's fine. It's just that's a little bit rough. But I'm also making that game more difficult because I have settings turned on just to make it more difficult.
And I also like the availability in doing that also.
Yeah, the ability to make a game harder, whether like if you need that or if you want that. Because like I
And
have
it's
that game set up
individual.
for hardcore. I have that shit
Yeah,
set
and
up
it's
for
and it's
absolutely hardcore shit.
individual. So like I can hop in your game and have somewhat different settings and shit. I'm saying, and it'll gear it.
Yeah,
It'll still shape it for you and
your
shape it for
difficulty
me.
settings will be different from mine, and I like that. I think the only thing that does stay the same is like the main settings, like the world settings and stuff like that. I believe they're the same. So things like you can't have your compass or something like that. I think that stays the same between us. But like the actual difficulty, how your guns react and stuff like that. Because I think you can have two primaries even if I only stick myself with one.
Yes.
So. Yeah, because I'll usually stick with just one primary, right? That'll just be like just my sniper rifle. And then if I
Oh,
get stuck having to come in, I have my pistol. That's what I got. So
I actually like that play style. Actually, I do run that sometimes.
I do it all the time. That's pretty much primarily all that I do. Like sometimes I'll bring a DMR instead of a sniper rifle, right? Because hey, I can come
That's what
in,
I always
I can
use.
use like a quick tap shot kind of thing, or it'll have
Yeah, you can
mulatto or
use it, and
burst.
it's better to use. You can use it in closer combat.
Yeah, yeah. And it'll still be highly viable. So.
But when you got a TAC 50 and a pistol,
That's what I was using yesterday. I was like, fuck.
I love that TAC 50. But
Man, I wish that there were some nicer, like some sniper rifles on the same plot, like on the same level as the TAC 50, but they're all just worse. Arguably, they're just worse.
Yes.
But yeah, games themselves, they're just there's a lot of fun experiences to be had. Problem is it's a lot of the same. Running into it all over the place, and you're just like, man, I really want to play something different. The burnout has started to happen. A lot of people are running into games where like, man, I really want to play a game, but I don't know what it is. And then they look at their games list and they're just like, they're all the same. I don't want to play any of this. Because nothing stands out.
and that's why people been going back to their back catalogs.
Not even the back catalogs, man. Not even just the back catalogs. People are going back and playing games that are over a decade old. Like, shit. Crap, what's his name? The fucking Indian Canadian guy. I can't remember the name. His name. Pretty sure it starts with an M.
Wow, what have you
Man, I'm drawing a lot of blanks right now. But he's like a computer security analyst, I believe. Really intelligent guy. Very, very intelligent guy. I definitely would not be able to have a proper conversation with that man, I'll tell you what. But he had said that he's been going back. This was pretty recently. Mudahar. That's it. Mudahar. He's gone back and started playing games that are 10 years old, like a decade old. And he's playing some of those because they're just better than what's coming out now. He's just having more fun playing them because, again,
I
it's
mean, I'm
just
fucking
fun.
playing the Division, and this came out in what 2016.
Something like that. Yeah, no, I enjoyed the Division. I go, like, fuck, look at last week. You know, I played it 2 weeks. I played a fucking game mode that I didn't know was in it.
Oh shit!
Bruh, they have a fucking roguelike mode in the Division 2. What the fuck? I didn't know that. I played the
Oh
shit out of that
yeah.
on
Well, you
Sunday.
talking about this Descent?
Yeah, I didn't know that's what it was. I didn't know that it was a roguelike mode. I played the shit out of that on Sunday, dude. It was a blast. So much fun. But that's the thing. Like, people are finding things in games or they're going back to games that they think fondly of because they're better than what we're getting now.
Yeah,
And
like I
and in some
between
cases,
this, I split my, I split basically like if I could throw Breakpoint into this game, oh my god.
yeah, no, absolutely. If I could throw the combat styles of Breakpoint into the Division, it would turn that game around. Like that game would be so fucking different. If I could have the rendering distance and the fact that a lot of the enemies could be one shot silently from long distances away with a sniper rifle in the head, that would turn that game around on me. I have a lot to complain about when it comes to the Division 2. Right?
Yeah, I
Because
don't
like
mind the influx of enemies, but like if I had the fucking hit detection and shit, and I'm saying, and like the registration, the hit registration and shit, the
I don't
fucking
have a
Breakpoint.
problem with hit registration, dude. Like my problem is the AI is brain dead. So you have to a lot of the time you have to fight them in close quarters. Fine, the game's built that way, but it's also like a downside where I have to step away for a moment here. The the upfront and face value issues are fucking painfully visible, right? You see them for what they are because you'll see, oh, these bots, these AI, they know that they can fucking take 30 rounds, so you'll have two of them, either or even more often than not, come just barreling at you from around a corner simply because they can and you can't stop them. I hate that shit. I fucking abhor that kind of stupid fucking AI level bullshit. Because, yeah, it's smart, they can run you through and make you readjust. Like, oh, they're all gonna come running at you and make you move. What? How the fuck are you gonna move when you have 4 people coming at you, 2 on each side, and you don't have a way out?
Or even yeah, you don't got a fucking way out. That's even worse.
That's just a no-win situation. it's it's smart in the AI's factor, like, oh, they really put that into the game. They're really moving around and taking advantage of their situation and their numbers to kill you. Sure. But that leaves that leaves the player no avenue. Right? It's just do your best or die. And more often than not, it will be just you die. So
You die.
because there's not anything that you can really do about that. You find yourself in a situation, your tools are too weak, your equipment isn't fucking optimized, and even when it is, it's not enough. It's a pain in the ass.
Invite Darth.
Like, I do enjoy The Division. I do. I don't want anyone to think that I don't.
I'm always gonna look at the division and wish I'm always gonna look at the division and wish I could just take Breakpoint and the way Breakpoint is and shit, like how we could form as a squad, and like I don't even mind the hordes of enemies and shit coming out of buildings or being in buildings and shit. I'm saying, like, but if you add that atmosphere of Breakpoint, like their shots is really gonna fucking matter, and it's 30 of them coming out of a fucking building and shit, nigga, we better go somewhere and cut and cover.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
Like,
if I find out in this next expansion after it comes out, hey, we added realism. We added a realism mode. I'll never play any other fucking game mode.
bruh.
Flat out.
I mean, shit. I wanted that. Well, you couldn't get that shit in this Call of Duty, but like Call of Duty used to was starting to do this thing where they used to have a realism mode, where like you could play through the campaign and shit. There was like a difficulty called realistic and shit. So
I remember that.
I started getting hooked playing the story mode on campaign and shit because it was like, yo, they got a realistic mode. Fuck it, I'm gonna torture myself. Like it was just something about it and shit. And I'm saying, like, yeah, just make this shit real. How am I really going to approach this situation if one bullet can kill me? Like,
Yeah,
so,
and that's
like,
the thing. If it's not just like, oh, it's somewhat realistic, it allows you to kill the enemies a little bit faster. No, I want it to be like the best I can do, 4 shots. 4 shots is all I can take.
headshot. headshot and shit. And I'm saying it should be one down.
No, because more often than not, the fucking enemies are just gonna get fucking lucky fucking shots anyways. Those bastards fucking laser beam you anyways. I'm gonna stick my
Yo,
wrist out.
dog,
I can't
if you
see shit, but I'm gonna
are you
fire right
off
at
work?
you because I know where you are. Fuck off. Right, but 4 shots to the player, 2 to 3, depending on where you hit them. Right, and 1 to the head for enemies. I feel like yes, that would take away from a lot of the threat, but guess what? In a situation where you have realism mode in a game like The Division, more enemies. Throw more of them
But
at
then,
us.
but then, and no lie, there be sometimes I'll have gunfights where like the bullet sponginess with everybody or whatever, what have you. But like the way the gunfight plays out, I kind of understand the need for it because like sometimes the enemies come out and shit. Know what I'm saying, and the way I see them, if I pluck these motherfuckers and like if I pluck them off and shit as I seen them, it wouldn't even be a challenge right now. We'd be already
Exactly.
on to the next
You're absolutely correct. But guess what that would mean? They gotta make smarter fucking enemies. That's it.
one. Yeah, especially if that's
Having
a little
that
bit.
as the requirement, right? They would then be like, oh, these guys are mowing them down as they're running out of their spawn locations. Yeah, we are. Because your AI is dumb as shit. Like, what the fuck do you want us to do? Fix it.
Yo, Dark, what floor you on?
Yes.
And then you was at 100.
Yeah, motherfucker. Now I gotta reset too. Shit.
I skipped you 70 levels, man. Don't be mad at me, man.
Yeah, that's a problem because we're going through it to get equipment, motherfucker. It's like, I just have to get to the end of it. Yeah, to get my ass kicked quicker. Shit.
Nah, you know what it is? Is because whenever I'll just hit the fucking that button and shit. And I'm saying like the randomly like what's that the drawing and shit. And I'm saying it's like when you press start and shit. It's like the little drawing with the exclamation point and shit. So like when somebody calls for backup or some shit like that, I'll automatically get sent off.
Quest accepted.
You know, I tried to do that the other day. It didn't
I
let me
do that.
join them. It didn't let me join them.
Yeah, I do that shit on a regular.
Uh-huh. Elaborate.
I
In what
told
way?
you. He, which one you go to?
Mm. Yeah. Probably. I'll try and slap this one in, see if I can't. I don't know if I can upgrade this one yet. Might need to go and get a wyvern stone. We'll see.
You have any requests?
Oh, shit. There we go.
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
Good.
All right.
In the division? Okay. Sick.
Dark Horse? I think I heard you could.
Let me know if you change your mind.
I'm just doing some fucking optional quests over here in Monster Hunter. I'll probably be hopping off here in a moment. But yeah, fucking... I feel that the industry itself is kind of lacking in some ingenuity. And
Nintendo's about to
some...
screw themselves.
Nah, unfortunately, I wish that was the case, but...
Goes a long way.
Nintendo is Nintendo, and there are some absolutely diehards for their games and their
Mm,
hardware, so...
Mind if I do?
yeah, there can be some diehards, but need to be enough diehards to buy that shit even with the tariffs. And
I mean, we're
a
talking
lot of
about an
people,
entire generation of kids that know nothing but Nintendo games, so...
and they will still be playing the regular Switch because their parents ain't beat.
For the most part, but you know, they'll be fucking getting tired of listening to them. Like, I need a new one.
And their parents ain't gonna give two fucks.
Fuck, I hope that's the case, but it's not always the case. Not everyone grew up like we did.
Cause I know a bunch of kids that'll get slapped in their face and shit. Didn't I tell you? You better go in there and play
Yeah,
that
but
damn
you know
Switch and
what?
be
That's
happy.
look. Me too, man. But like, damn, it ain't always gonna be the case, unfortunately.
Parents nowadays are pussies.
Ah, you bitch.
Let's cleanse that deck.
But I turn the gloves to a skill tier.
Come on.
That's order.
Bitch.
Damn, mate.
Actually, surprised I managed to get that off. It's actually pretty good amount of hits. Oh, I screwed up. Come on.
Still need that VA.
Color me impressed that you didn't fucking... Oh, you bitch! You went the wrong way! Ah! Oh. He wasn't even facing that way. He still had to turn around. Motherfucker.
Looks like the monster's rock something.
That was going to be such a good hit, too. Not a great hit. I wasn't in a great position, but... Man.
Let's see. What's that? Did a fucking
I
strong
the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
What's it called?
Future Perfect.
I gotta go to the Capitol building, so I gotta do Jefferson Plaza.
Oh, damn! That was a beautiful hit.
That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah. Might have just been a low rank, but that was a cool fight. Hell yeah.
This thing's a trove of new data.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How have I not gotten a Guardian Ebony plate before? I mean, it's low rank, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time fighting them in low rank. Cleaning up all these freaking leftover optional quests. But yeah,
Kills.
we touched on a couple of fucking pretty fancy topics today.
Yeah. Let this. What's it? Let this gaming weekend shit. And I'm saying go by. It's the DLC and shit. And I'm saying for the division comes out in about what 10 days, something like that.
Give or take, yeah.
27th.
Is it seriously the 27th? I thought it was like the 21st.
Oh shit. Well, what is that? The Tuesday?
Mm-hmm. I think Elden Ring comes out on a Friday. I can find this out real quick. I got my computer right here. Yep. Elden Ring comes out on a Friday.
What about the DLC for
Tuesday.
the Division 2? Comes out on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
That'll be an awkward day.
a little bit, because I'm going to be at work. I might, depending on the price. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I hope that it's fucking only 15. That'd be nice, because they'll make sales, at least, if, yeah, it is that much. Yeah, we'll see. I hope so. So yeah, we touched on some gaming topics. We talked about how I personally feel that the fucking industry is bound to shoot itself in the foot because AAA devs, or not even devs, AAA fucking businesses and companies don't seem to realize that we want games first, not fucking services, you know, like I don't want to have to subscribe to every fucking thing like I do with fucking, TV.
Yeah,
Look
like
how
I
all
gotta
that's going
subscribe.
for them.
Yeah, like if I gotta subscribe to anything for gaming and shit, know what I'm saying, then I'll probably
It
just have
better
to
be damn
jump on.
good.
Like
Better be a
it'd
damn
be the
good game.
It'd be Game Pass.
Yeah,
Just-
me, it's like it's Final Fantasy 14, but that's the game that I waited years for. Like I wanted to play that game, right? So, yeah, I still play that game, but the recent expansion has really made me not want to play that game.
Yeah, seems like these developers have a habit of that now.
And well, they finished off their story in it, so that's kind of where they're sitting. So they're kind of like they're trying to do new shit, and it was a miss with me. For the backpack stuff, or oh no, you're talking to him. You're talking to him, not me. Never mind. But yeah, hope you all had a lovely day. Hearing about what I feel is important in the games industry because a lot of people don't, and they've heard it all 100 times. So I'll see you guys. Yeah, chef, right? I'll see you guys in the next one, or whenever I may. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.